This is what we're dealing with today. I haven't brushed my hair today. I haven't washed my hair today. Can you tell? Of course you can. I'm going to be using Living Proof dry shampoo, which is my saviour most of the time. It gets me out of a lot of sticky situations, very dirty situations. I took Seth out for a cheeky breakfast this morning, and now, you know what it's like when you've just eaten something and you've probably eaten a bit too much. Now I don't want to do anything other than lay down and have a bit of a nap. Am I 90 yet? It seems like I am. Anyway, after coming off a couple of weeks of doing foundation trials, my skin is always very, very sensitive. When I've been applying things that are meant to stick to the skin and not move, it can be quite irritating. So this is not normal for me, but I am going to have to apply a bit of a barrier cream to my skin before applying a very light face of makeup. The one I'm using today is the Barrier by U Beauty. This stuff is gold, but they charge you gold prices for this. So I love everything about this. It is rich, it is creamy, it sinks into the skin, it's full of lovely oils and just really calming ingredients. The only thing I don't like about this cream, because you can sleep in this overnight as well, lather your skin in this and you wake up in the morning feeling absolutely glowy and fresh and plump and juicy and just 10 years younger. The only thing I don't like about it is the price and the fact that this has a fragrance, because my skin often doesn't cope with fragrance well when it's irritated. But this one I can cope with. My skin already feels 10 times better. It's got that dewy, sort of tacky feeling on the surface. It's plumper, it's smoother, it's just, oh yes. So I am not saying that this particular product isn't worth the money that they charge for it. However, it's going to be great for a lot of people, but not a lot of people's bank balance. And if you don't have money to invest, or some people would say money to burn, don't even bother clicking on the link that's in the description box, because it will shock you to the core. Because my skin is very sensitive today, I only want to be applying the bare minimum of products. I have some new products to share with you, and they are still in the boxes. I haven't tried these already. So we've got the Laura Mercier Tinted Blur Balm, a couple of new products from Vive, the Modern Brow Gel and the Modern Brow Definer. I've got the Hydro Grip Gel Concealer from Milk. Really excited to try this. I've heard some people rave about it. Haven't heard anything negative about this yet. Maybe I'm late to the party, I'm not sure. But then I'm going to apply a bit of blush, maybe some lips, maybe a bit of mascara. I say the bare minimum. It may be a full face of makeup by the time we finish this video. Let's get started. I know my hair doesn't look great like this. I know it gives the illusion that I'm bald. I'm already aware. Needs must. I can't be bothered to wash it. I just can't. Starting with the Vive Modern Brow Gel. I love Vive products. I absolutely adore them. There's very few Vive products that I don't like. I'm yet to find one that ends up in the naughty bin, but we'll see. I have two to try today. So just going to get this through the brows, then style them. This is a very liquidy formula. It's not thick at all. Very different to my e.l.f. brow laminating gel. Just once that starts drying down, it gets a little tackier. So maybe I'll try on this side to leave it a little bit longer. I like to get it really in the brows, right down to the skin before I style. Because then you just know that every single brow hair is coated in the good stuff. Because this is so liquidy and watery, it doesn't feel like it's leaving any sort of residue around my brows, which other brow gels can do. I mean, we'll see when we start applying the foundation, because that's when it tends to grab in patches to any residue. But at the moment, it feels so lightweight, very, very comfortable, just like I've put some water in my brows. very sticky water. Usually I powder the brow gel in place because I then go in with like a felt tip pen to fill in my brows to add those little brow hairs where I don't have any brow hairs there. But today I'm going to be using more of a brow pencil, so I'm not going to go in with a powder. Now this is the Vive Modern Brow Definer, and this is super, super small. I mean, it's tiny, it's absolutely tiny, so I can probably make individual hair strokes with this. We will see. I am managing. So this is multi-purpose really. You can actually fill in your brows or you can create brow-like strokes. If you ever go overboard with the brow pencil, there is a spoolie on the other end. Just rub through the brows with the spoolie and it will soften everything off and make it look super, super natural. I really like that. So my brows don't look as intricate as they normally do. However, this was so quick to apply. Really easy to buff in, to blend in, to just make look very, very natural. They don't look boxy. They look like my brows. I mean, I like it. It's going to remain in my top drawer. Let's have a look at this Laura Mercier Tinted Blur Balm. I bought two of these. I bought the shade 01 and 02 because on the website, 02 looked like it was too deep in the pan, but on the models it looked about the right shade, whereas 01 looked about the right shade in the pan, but on the models looked way too fair. So I bought them both so we can compare and contrast. I actually wanted to try the IT Cosmetics new balmy foundation-y skin tint thing, but it's not out here until Wednesday, so I've gone for this one instead. Now, this is the difference in shades. I've got a feeling I'm going to be somewhere in the middle, but let's just try. I'm going to go in with the lightest shade first on a foundation brush. This may be completely the wrong way to go about it, but we're going to try it anyway. Okay. So this is definitely blurring. It's not an uber matte finish, but it has the ability to act like a powder. It's very blurring and very quick to apply. And it's got a lot more coverage than I actually thought it was going to have. I thought this was going to be very, very sheer, and actually it's not. Let me just do one half of my face and then we'll compare with the side that has no makeup on it whatsoever. So I think this is probably a little bit too fair for me for all over the face. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments section. It's evened out my skin tone. It's really helped everything come together. It's not given me a flat matte appearance. This doesn't look dry. This doesn't look cakey. It's blurred, but it still has life. It still has a little bit of glow in there, which surprises me. How can it blur and smooth and still have life? I have no idea, but it has. That is the thing. Let's try 02 on the other side just to see which shade is best. I know a lot of you are my shade twins, so you will want to know which one is best for me. This one's probably a little too dark. So, I mean, I think the perfect shade would be somewhere in the middle, like a 1.5. They don't do a 1.5. Of course they don't. So I would probably mix these two together, which is going to be rather pricey. I mean, it's an expensive thing. I don't know, you know. Look at that. I think I can get away with that. 02 gives me more of a healthy glow. 01, definitely going to have to apply some bronzer. So I've just evened out this side of my face a little bit with the 02. Still don't feel like I've got too much product on my face. This does feel like the consistency of the Good Apple Balm foundation from KVD Vegan Beauty, and I really liked that, but it took me a little bit longer to apply with the amount of coverage that you get with this. This is probably better coverage for me. It's more medium and it's a lot quicker because of that. So I'm impressed. I was expecting to hate this. I will do a little bit of a wear test and I will let you know how this wears throughout the day because, I mean, it might be horrendous. I might be getting too excited rather prematurely. Let's go in with concealer. This is the Milk Hydro Grip Gel Concealer. I thought I bought 2 of these as well, but it looks like I only bought 1. This is the shade 4, comes in numerous different shades. It was very difficult in Sephora to figure out which shade was going to be the best for me, even though they had testers, because the lighting in there is just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I am going to apply this to my finger first. I'm not going to go straight in underneath my eyes because, I mean, it's just a recipe for disaster. I'm just going to press this in place to begin with. We'll try applying it underneath the eye on the other side. Okay, so not masses of coverage, but the Hydro Grip tint was very, very similar. So I wasn't expecting masses of coverage. I'm hoping for a very natural look. You can still see some of my dark circle poking through if you are the sort of person that likes to wipe out any sort of discoloration whatsoever underneath the eyes if you have quite dark circles, whether they're bluey toned, purpley toned, browny toned. I don't think you're going to like this unless you're after that very, very natural, just slightly more awake look. But let's see if this is able to build. So I'm actually going to put quite a decent amount underneath my other eye. Let's get it in that inner corner as well where I've got some discoloration, and on that outer corner. Shade 4, definitely the right shade for me, so we're on to a winner. Today is getting better and better. It is a very, very soft consistency. Can you see? It's sort of broken a little bit because it's so soft, and with the heat of my skin, it's just becoming a bit slippy, but we'll see how it wears. I do think finger application is going to be the way to go because your finger is warmer than a brush, but let's just see if you can use a brush as well. Both is good, but I prefer fingers. Just look how much fresher I look already. That's just amazing. And it's only creased a tiny bit on my eyelids, which I was expecting more. Just going to dust over my Wet n Wild loose setting powder in the shade Soft Pink. I did a bit of a review on this the other day, and when you can get something for 1/5 of the price of a really mid to high-end product, I just don't see the point in buying and spending more when you can get the same quality for less. And look at that, it's so smoothing. It really is a great powder. Just add a little bit underneath my eyes to set that in place. Okay, I'm glad I'm sat down. I thought this was a new product. It isn't. I opened it and thought, I've seen that before. I definitely had that on my lashes before. I remember the wand. I remember it being absolutely caked in sludgy mascara, and it goes on beautifully. Why did I stop using this? I have no idea. This took seconds to apply. It doesn't hold a curl, so maybe that is the reason. I do like to concentrate on the curl, but maybe it's one of those formulas that you can curl your lashes after you've applied the mascara and then it holds. I do not know, but I am really impressed by the level of volume that I managed to achieve with the Estee Lauder Turbo Lash High Powered Volume and Length Mascara. I'm not quite sure if it's given me length, but it's definitely given me volume. It is extremely quick to get on, keeps everything separated, gives very fluttery, thick, volumized lashes. So I've just tried curling them after the mascara was applied, and they've gone a little bit clumpy, a little bit wavy in certain areas. They've not curled where I wanted them to curl. So still liking the look of this. If you can put up with the curl dropping a little bit throughout the day, you may absolutely love it. I loved it at the beginning. I don't know whether I'm going to love it at the end. We'll see. I have a couple of the new YSL Kiss Shapers. These are lip pencils, and they're a really nice consistency, as you would expect from an expensive designer product. I mean, YSL are so good at lip products. So I have two shades. I have 102 and 108. So I'm going to start off with 108, which is slightly lighter in shade, and I may go in with 102 in just a second. These are so smooth, they are creamy, they are soft. I'm hoping they stick in place. I actually prefer the shade 102, which is the slightly deeper shade of the two, 108 to 102. I really like how that glided on. They are not waxy at all. They are super soft, really satin-like. I needed to clean my lip area a little bit because I had some of the Laura Mercier balm on my lip, and that hindered the actual lip liner from sticking and adhering to the lip. So once I'd cleaned that off, that was absolutely beautiful. I am going to set it in place or add to it a little bit with one of the YSL Love Nude lip blushes. This one is in the shade 2, Sassy Peach. I like the packaging. The packaging is very beautiful. I wonder if this will be matte or whether it'll be shiny. It's matte, but it feels so super soft, cloud-like, very, very beautiful, really nice. It does have a flavour. It's like a fruity flavour. A lot of people will not like that. I personally don't mind it. I love the look. I love how blurred out my lips look. My lips just look fresh and hydrated, not dry at all. And yet this is a blurring, matte-ish product. I've just added a little bit of the Sculpted by Amy Peach Pop blush. I forgot how pigmented this was, so we had to buff for a little bit longer than I initially thought we were going to have to buff, but all is well now. I don't have any eye makeup on. I do feel like I'm a little bit naked without any sort of contour within the crease. So I am just going to take a little bit of bronzer and just rub that through the crease just to lift the eye area up a little bit. But I am impressed with the new products that I've tried out in this video. I absolutely love the lipstick. Absolutely love the lipstick, and really surprised that I love the Laura Mercier Balm. Superb. Let me know which product has been a standout product for you. Which one would you like to try? Have you already tried some of these? Did you like them? Did you not get on with them? Add your comments in the comment section for everybody to see. I'm sure everyone will be grateful for all of your opinions out there in the comment section. So thank you very much for watching today. It's been a different sort of a video, but I do like a bit more of a natural makeup, less products, super, super quick. I mean, you may laugh at me for saying less products, but it is less products that I would usually apply to my skin on a daily basis. So, you know, yeah. Some people only apply one product to their face every single day. I don't understand that. That is just not me. Really hope you've enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, give this video a share to somebody that you think may find this equally as entertaining, and hope to see you all in the next one. Bye, everyone.